It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Buffalo Bills. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first down 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
12 yards there and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Allen's throw is complete, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A gain of 3, second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Going to keep it again. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 49-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A handoff on the option to Singletary. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Allen going to give to Singletary on the option. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
What I enjoyed most about watching Devin Singletary as a rookie, and he had a nice campaign, 775 yards on the ground and a rushing average in the top 5 in the league last year, is that what I saw in college transferred to the NFL. Continued to make the first tackler miss, whether he's it.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bills nothing.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. To throw, it's Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Flush to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lawrence got it. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Singletary going to get the handoff. He will push his way down to about the 14. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On second and 11 now. Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9. And just like that, it's third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
The pass complete. It's Bird. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
48-yard line.
On the ground, this is Michelle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Sonny Michel comes out of a long line of terrific running backs from the University of Georgia and was a first-round selection for New England in 2018. He does not mind carrying the football, never turns down an opportunity. Top 10 in rushing attempts in the league in 2019.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
And 5 at the Bills' 30-yard line.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Newton. They still can't get it. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
21-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Newton. Throw caught here by Bird. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Newton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton with his third touchdown pass of this first half. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
That's complete to Davis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bills take over first and 10.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Newton now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Demir Bird with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Roberts now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Andre Roberts on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And now it's 2nd down.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Here comes Johnson on the return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
12 yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Allen now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Allen. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Allen going to go on 4th down. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10
at their own 23.
He'll look to throw right away. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Michelle, they toss it out right to him. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off.
And his crew will take over with a foot. Ball at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Kyle Duggar.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Week after after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. The all-pro corner, Tre'Davious White, picks it off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Flushed out right. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
They'll run with Michel. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. To throw is Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Cam Newton with his 5th touchdown pass of the game. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Taken about 7 yards deep, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. And again, it's Allen.
And he'll get this underneath to Singletary.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. And this is incomplete.
The intended target there was Gabriel Davis.
And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This one caught by Davis. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st down, Buffalo.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Bills 1st down.
Now a run with Singletary. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And it's caught. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills cut into that lead.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From way up at the 23.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for New England, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss is number 8 for them on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.